So I've created a screen recording for you guys, going through all the tips that I do to edit my weddings faster, couple shoots, baby shoots, whatever you do. It will be so much faster. But I quickly want to run through the tips before we get to the screen recording. Tip number 1, photo mechanic. Make sure to get yourself photo mechanic. I know it's a couple of dollars, but it will change your life and you will make back the money so fast because you'll be way more productive. Photo mechanic allows you to zoom in and out, scroll between photos without any lag. You will not believe how much faster it is than Lightroom. Culling photos in Lightroom just takes up so much time. So the nice and easy step with photo mechanic is once you've done your selection in photo mechanic, you can just close it down, open up Lightroom, import the photos, and the selection is already there. Tip number 2 would be to create a folder for every single shoot you do, whether it's a couple or whether it's interior shoots, whatever the case. Create a folder for every single shoot. I see so many photographers creating catalogs, and within that catalog they've got like 5, 6, 7 or 20 shoots, and that slows down their Lightroom so much. I have a catalog for every single shoot I do, so it's easy. I go to Susan and Henry's folder, I open it up, all the photos are there, the Lightroom catalog is there, I can double click on the catalog, it opens up Lightroom, and there's all my edited photos. So it makes it easy to access, easy to file, and it makes your Lightroom so much faster. Tip number 3, guys, will be to build one-on-one previews. When you import your photos into the Lightroom catalog, you select all the photos and build one-on-one previews. I'll show you in the screen recording. This is very important also to make your Lightroom go faster when editing. Make sure to do it at night when you go to bed, because that build one-on-one preview sucks up all your PC speed or your Mac speed, and it takes probably in between 3 to 4 hours depending on your PC speed and the size of the shoot. But if you've got a full-on wedding between 4,000 5,000 photos, it takes really long, but it's well worth it. And that's why I say do it at night, or do it, go to the gym, and when you're back, maybe it will be fun. Not that you gym 4 hours, but you get what I'm saying. Tip number 4 would be to use colors or star rating for your selection. So in Photo Mechanic, I select my photos by using the color green. Green for me means has to edit it or have to edit it. Red means stop editing, you finished, you're done. That's just the way I do it. So once I've done it in Photo Mechanic, I import obviously the photos into Lightroom, and once I've done that, I tell Lightroom to show me only the green photos. So when I edit a photo and I select it then as red by pressing the number 6 button, the photo disappears and it automatically goes to the next one. But I'll show you that in the screen recording as well. It works like a charm, and it's easier to see what you still need to edit and what has been edited. Tip number 5, guys, synchronizing. I use the synchronizing function in Lightroom all the time. It helps me to go so much faster. Some people might struggle with it because if you select all the photos in your catalog, maybe all 5,000 photos, it will slow down your PC a bit, but you can also go scene by scene, and that's what I prefer to do, is to go scene by scene. So if you have one scene with a couple, you edit that part and synchronize it, then the next part synchronize it. But I think the screen recording will show you that better. Here's the screen recording that I told you about, and please note that this is not an editing video. I'm not going to teach you how to edit or how I edit in this video, but it is to show you how to edit faster, like I told you in the beginning of the video. So I've opened up Photo Mechanic, and here on the left hand side is all my drives and stuff, and the photos of this particular shoot is on the Samsung SSD drive. I'm going to double click on Alma YouTube, which is this one, and then I choose to use the capture time. It's just faster, it's organized, and great to use. Then when you press on spacebar, it opens it up big, and you can see it's pretty much immediately. Then to color grade it, you can use 3 or 4 colors, but I choose to use green. Green is 3. If I press, for example, number 2, it will go yellow. Number 1 will go red. And then if I press 0, it will go gray again. To zoom in, I use the Z function or Z function or button. So what I do, guys, is I put my thumb on the Z or the Z, and then I put my fingers on the number 3, and then my other fingers goes, or my other hand goes on the arrows. So if I go with the arrows, it goes left or right, whichever I choose to. So the nice thing about it, which Lightroom doesn't offer at this stage, is if I zoom in, there's an immediate zoom in on the images. I can even leave it zoom in to check sharpness, and as I've told you before in other videos, I'm all about sharpness. So let me show you how I choose this, and I'll probably time-lapse it. We'll see how long it takes me, because I don't want to bore you guys. But for this one, I'm definitely going to choose that photo. I'm going to choose that one. I'm not going to choose that one. Definitely that one. Not that one. Not that one. Yeah, that's a nice one. Cute one. That's I'm going to choose. That's quite cute. So we're getting to the end here. I'll probably be busy, what, 3 minutes, and there I'm done. 3 to 4 minutes to go through all the images and do the culling. So once you're done with that, you can just close Photo Mechanic. So that opens up. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go, and you can see the color coding there, and I'll explain it now, but I'm going to go, oops, wrong one. I'm gonna go new catalog. We're gonna go to the folder on the Samsung drive, which is Alma, and we'll just call it Alma. So for every single couple, I create their own folder, their own YouTube catalog, and the reason for that is it is just much faster. If you've got plenty of like catalogs within your Lightroom, I promise you, you're gonna slow down your Lightroom quite a bit, and you don't want that. So I'm quickly going to import this. I'm probably going to skip showing it, but just to show you, there we go. Import everything. Okay, so I've just imported all the photos. Everything is imported, even the ones I haven't selected, but you can see Lightroom now picks up everything that I did choose in Photo Mechanic. So all the green ones is what I chose in Photo Mechanic. So it's an automatic process. You don't have to click on anything. Pause for a second there. I forgot one small thing with regards to the screen recording, and that is making or building one-on-one previews. Let me quickly show you. With regards to building one-on-one previews, you want to click on a photo, Control or Command A to select everything. I'll then go to library, go all the way down here to build previews or previews. You go build one-on-one previews, and it starts. Like I said before, it takes quite a long time, so do it at night so that you don't have to wait all the time. But it's well worth it, because in the end, your photos will load so much faster in Lightroom. Let's go on with the initial screen recording. Then what I do is I go to Attribute, I click on the green button there on the right, and now it shows me the green photos only, and those are the ones I want to edit. So what I do is I take my preset, and for this one, if you go into Develop Module, I go on Kobus Tollig A, which is just a preset I've created now for this specific video. I up the exposure, I check the white balance, add a bit of contrast, maybe down the exposure a bit, go select all and say synchronize. Now before we go on, guys, very important with synchronizing, select all, check all with regards to synchronizing, but then switch off local adjustments, brushes, graduate filters, radial filters, also the crop and spot removal. If you don't remove it, it will apply to all the photos, and that's something that you have to do individually, and you can't do it to all the photos unless it's the same scene. And we'll talk about same scene things just now. But then I do, and I synchronize that to all of the photos. Now this is only 63 photos, so my PC has done it quite fast, but you might want to go slightly for a coffee or something, or it might happen that your PC might be slower, or just because it's a big shoot like a 5,000 photo wedding. But yeah, so what I'm going to do now is quickly edit it for you guys. So now I'm going to mark it red. Now for me, red means it's stop editing. You've done editing. So this one is quite bright. And bring it down, open up the shadows a bit, add a bit of warmth. Maybe contrast. Let's remove that piece of leaf there, and that's about it. Great stuff. We'll drop the exposure on this one. Let's use the graduate filter, drop it down there, maybe a bit dehaze to take away the flare. There we go. Same with this one, we drop it down. Let's crop it a bit. There we go. Dehaze on this side as well. Drop the exposure, dehaze a bit, maybe a bit bigger. There we go. Drop the exposure a bit more. There we go. Cute photo, this one. We're gonna drop the exposure for this as well. Do a graduate filter there. Drop the exposure. Bring in a bit of dehazing. So because this photo and the next one I can see is pretty much the same, I'm going to synchronize, and now I can add a graduate filter so it doesn't on both photos. Boom, boom, done. Okay, now remember, if you synchronize again, that graduate filter will still be on, but we'll get to that just now. So what I'm doing here is the new scene, editing it on its own a bit of a crop there. There we go. Now I'm going to synchronize everything, and I just say synchronizing, but I remember graduate filter needs to be off, and I synchronize. There we go. This photo is a bit underexposed, but still fine. Opening up the shadows a bit. Great. And I can see rest that's following will be dark as well, so I just go synchronize again. So it's synchronized, photo done, photo done, photo done, 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 and done, and another one done. I'm just gonna drop that a bit, but I am gonna crop a bit there. There we go, and done. Same with this one. Crop that pole out on the right. There we go. Maybe take a bit away of the magenta. Done. And same with this one. There we go. Done. Done. This one we can add some warmth to it. Drop the exposure slightly. Then the next one and that one is going to be the same. I'm going to synchronize it. Sync up the exposure a bit. Synchronizing. There we go. Synchronizing. Alright, next scene, guys. Very important. Next scene. Check what you need. I'm gonna lower the magenta a bit, up the warmth a bit, maybe open up the shadows a bit and add some contrast to make it pop a bit. A slight clarity as well. Yeah, that looks good. And then I'm gonna synchronize again all the scenes, or this whole scene. Synchronize, and then I'm photo done, photo done. This one can drop the exposure, but so you can see that I literally checked every single photo, but it's way faster, guys. It is so much faster, and it's exactly the same way I edit weddings. You can go through a wedding very quickly with this method. That said, I know we obviously don't just do editing, and I don't want to make it seem that that's what we do and it's that easy, and it's not a lot of work to edit, because going through 5,000 photos is not as quickly as going through just over 100. So yeah, this is another scene change. gonna pop a bit there. Now I'm gonna just go synchronize for the next one, because I can see the next one is the same. Also done. Now we've got a horse scene here. Let's just reset the exposure. So that was the exposure when I shot it. So what I can do now here, for example, guys, is to reset it, because it's a whole new scene, different time of the day, and just apply my preset again. Drop the exposure, add the warmth, drop it a bit more, open up the shadows a bit. There we go. And then I'm gonna synchronize all the horse scenes. There we go. And I'm going there, zoom in to make sure there's sharpness there. I'm not quite happy with the sharpness there. I'm gonna chuck that one out. I did check it in Photo Mechanic, but I obviously missed that one. There we go. Maybe we should crop a bit on that one, like that. That looks good. So let's go back, just synchronize again, because I was too quick on that. Synchronize, there we go. Look at that. So let's go back. I just want to crop out that building on that previous one. There we go. Maybe crop off the left as well, just for the exposure. For the composition. There we go. That's cute. I don't like that spot in the bottom left corner. Gonna take that away. There we go. Let's crop a bit here as well. So you can see I attend to every single image still, but it is so much faster using the synchronizing method, just to go through all the images. There we go. Okay, total new scene. And for a total new scene, you can go for a completely different preset if you want to. For this exercise and for the time of the video, I'm just going to do exactly the same one. And obviously, I quite like it. Now, in this case, Alma's hair is slightly too orange for me. So I'm just going to lower it slightly with the orange slider. And then I'm going to go to all, synchronize. There we go. So the shortcut for selecting all images, Command A or Control A on PC, and that will then select every single image for you, and then you can just say synchronize it. There we go. So that one looks great. That one is a bit on the dark side, so I'll up the exposure, add a bit contrast. There we go. Now I see there's another one dark, so all I do is go one back, choose all the ones that's dark, synchronize, and now I can just run through them. Go. Now guys, this really helps for your albums as well. It means that your albums will be exactly the same with regards to color. It will be consistent coloring as well. So it's on one page from one scene. You don't have 3 different edits for a single photo, or for a single page rather. So you want everything to look consistent and beautiful for your client. This one I can up a bit. I think I need to close the shadows a bit. I need some warmth as well. There we go. Let's add some contrast, little bit less warmth. I go Control All and I say synchronize, boom. And there we go. Look how quickly I'm done.